Hi, this is Dr. Walker again. It's a little quick follow-up video to intermittent fasting. Hello again, this is Dr. Walker. Thanks for coming back and listening. So, you know my story just a little bit. One thing that we started at work, maybe just over a year ago, was walking. And we had a walking contest, and my last name is Walker, and so I felt the need to sort of win that contest, and I won. But anyway, regardless. Since then, though, we stopped the contest because I was winning every month, and so we stopped it. But I continue walking regardless. Anyway, what I have done in the interim, or in the interim, right, is I've been walking essentially 10,000 steps per day. Today, for example, I have currently 18,000 steps, 9.16 miles, and it's 1:40 in the afternoon. I drink a lot of water, about a half gallon of water per day. And the most important piece, I think, on this weight loss journey is intermittent fasting. So, again, much of this started about a little over a year ago, but much of my weight loss, I think, has happened in probably in the last 4 to 6 months is what I'd say, about 4 to 6 months. So I've lost about almost 40 pounds so far in this journey. And key for me is, again, things that I can do going forward now that I'm in my 50s to maintain my weight and so forth. So I'm not trying to stay in the gym the entire day. I'm not trying to do anything crazy, just trying to maintain my weight. So the walking piece you already know, it's 10,000 steps per day, 15,000 steps Saturday, and 15,000 steps on Sunday, at least. On those days, at least a half gallon of water per day. I've been not so good this week with it, but that's my routine. And then the other piece again is intermittent fasting. So this week alone, what I did was I did a long fast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then my regular fast on Tuesday, Thursday. So my long fast is a 2:22 fast, which means that for 22 hours I'm not eating, and I eat all the food I want to eat in about 2 hours. I know it's a little crazy. And then the other days I try not to eat before noon. So my last meal typically is before 8 p.m. and my next meal is usually after 12. Now when you start the long fast, though, the 2:22, if you do that, or 4:24, whichever you choose, you do get a little hungry around, as I said before, 12, 1 o'clock, you get a little hungry. Water sort of helps to sort of stave that a little bit. Helps me. But I think most important for me is I like my food, right? So, for example, this week, for dinner, I've had pasta at least one night this week. I've had lasagna twice this week. I've had rice at least once this week. And my daughter finally got a job, and she's working at a restaurant, and so now she's bringing home these cookies. And I have two crutches. One would be the oatmeal raisin cookies. I've had about 6 of those this week. And the other thing I have a lot of is popcorn. And I have, for example, I have this one, which you can see it's been mixed it with this kettle corn one, and I had some of that last night. But today was my best weight, probably, as I said before, in just over 30 years or so. But my point, though, is the key is if you're going to eat in that 2-hour window, and you have at least once this week again, we had pasta and pasta with shrimp and prosecco, obviously, with that, and then for dessert, one more thing, carrot cake this week as well. So I've had carrot cake this week. I've had the popcorn this week. I've had several oatmeal raisin cookies this week. And today, earlier, is the best weight I've been in 30 years. And I attribute most of that to the intermittent fasting, but it's a combination of things that I think. It's the hydration thing I talked about before, sort of burning calories, empty calories essentially, burning calories, walking, and I make an effort to get. I've not had anything less than 10,000 steps in a couple of months now, and then the other piece is the fasting. I think that is the most important piece of it in my opinion in terms of weight loss. So I think I found my solution. Hopefully that will help you as well in terms of what you can do to sort of help maintain and keep your weight If there's other things that you're doing in terms of maintaining your weight and keeping your weight, let us know, and or things you want to talk about, let me know as well. If you like what we're doing, if you like what it is we're doing, then please subscribe. Otherwise, stay well. This is the discussion about type 2 diabetes again in its simplest form. This is the discussion I gave to some sixth graders several years ago, and I thought maybe this would be applicable